Hello, everybody. Welcome to TOS Sports, your daily guide to all that's happening in the Indian Premier League 2025 season. It's beyond the boundary time, and I've got Tanuj Lakhina with me. Tanuj, एक कहावत है हिंदी में. I'm sorry to digress from English to Hindi, but this line fits in here very well. So I have to say this in Hindi or Urdu or whatever it is. हम तो डूबे हैं सनम, तुमको भी ले डूबेंगे.
ये काफी फिटिंग है आज के मैच के सिचुएशन में।
बिल्कुल,
खुद तो
because the
नहीं
way
है,
the ma-
खुद तो पहुंचना नहीं है, दूसरे को भी नहीं पहुंचने देना।
Ha. And I think the way Lucknow approached this innings, this match, uh, it felt like the week's gap did not do any good for them because it was the same old story. The opener set the tone, the middle order collapsed. Only Nicholas Puran held fort, and I think for the good of Rishabh Pant, I would hope that he's given a break and instead he should be on the first flight with the India A squad because I think he's lost a lot of confidence this season. This season has not done him any good at all.
Yeah, a lot to unpack from this match. I would say that basis what we saw yesterday with Delhi Capitals and today with Lucknow Super Giants, the break hasn't done any good to either of the two teams. The problems that they had before the break have persisted even now, and there is no solution whatsoever. We saw that yesterday with Delhi, we saw that today with Lucknow. They had a great start. Nicholas Puran took a little while to get going, but eventually he did. So the usual characters, the usual suspects, if you will, clicked, and that was it. That was the only sort of people who had worked before, and they continue to do the job for them now. Maybe at one point they were in control and looking towards reaching a big target, and then as things progressed, they were not in a position to even reach 200. So reaching 205 was obviously below par based on how they were going, especially with the start that Marsh and Marker provided. Um, but I think they would be disappointed with how they finished, despite Puran's explosive sort of flourish later in the
Yeah,
innings.
there was nothing in the batting after
Yeah.
Mitchell Marsh and Markram. Puran held for a while, but there was nothing in the batting. And Marsh batted well again, 65 of 39. He struck and also Markram played a fantastic innings. But I think, like you said, after 10.3, they're 115. They should have ended with 235, 240, in my view.
Yeah.
205 was just not good enough on that
Yeah.
pitch with the kind of bowling that Lucknow Super Giants have. And the Hyderabad bowling was pretty good because I thought that the way Sunrisers Hyderabad bowled, especially the way the likes of Ishan Malinga bowled, was very good. And I think that sort of set the tone for them. One other good thing is that Nitish Kumar Reddy bowled 2 overs. I think there's obviously been some discussion from the Indian camp to get him to bowl a few overs because they want him to be bowling, especially in England during the Test series. So it's good to see him bowling in that.
Didn't do
In
much
that
good to
huh?
his confidence too. I mean, did do much to good to his confidence going for 20. Uh,
Absolutely, absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. And so that was 205 for 7. And the chase, I love the way Abhishek Sharma batted because I think he set the tone in the innings and he shut out everybody who may have been saying that, KL Rahul will come into the 11 and this one will come into the 11, that one will come into 11. Uh, I just feel that, during IPL, what happens is that every day a new Indian T20 side is made. Uh,
Yeah.
and I think that since we've had a 1 week break, it's going to be longer that this T20 side will make. Thankfully, the guys who have been picked in this India A squad or will be picked in the Indian Test squad are not going to be picked on the basis of the IPL performance. I hope so, because the way today Abhishek Sharma batted was fantastic.
Yeah, I don't think a test team should be decided basis an IPL, and especially when it's a when you're sort of switching not just the format, but you're switching from India to an overseas tour of England. It's
Yeah,
a very two very different dynamics. So to even bring them together is not understanding the game at all. So if you're choosing your squad basis IPL, that is a very bad strategy to have in the first place. Um,
absolutely. And
yeah.
and
Also,
also I think Ishan Kishan contributed well, but I
yeah.
think the good thing for Hyderabad is finally Klaasen showed something and Kamindo Mendes also contributed with the bat. So these two playing well, and it has come too late in the day for Sunrisers Hyderabad in my view.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, I think it's a little too late, and I think even today they did win by like 10 balls to spare. Um, but I don't see any sort of. I mean, when Travis Heads comes back, obviously things will change. But I still found it a little baffling the way it became this tricky that they couldn't go past the finishing line with ease. I mean, losing Klassen then obviously the Mendes injury was unfortunate, but it didn't need to be this dramatic, if you will, how it turned out.
But I
Um,
think overall they'll be happy with the win. That's what matters
yeah.
for them because their season's done. So what they have is one game against RCB, which is on Friday. So they just want to get it out of the way and they want to end it on a high, which I understand. And so what this win for Lucknow means that one more team is out of the tournament. That is
Hmm.
what this win for Hyderabad means that one more team is out of the tournament. So now five teams are out of the competition. Now it is down to a face-off between Mumbai and Delhi for the
Yeah,
fourth place.
mathematically, I think I mean we'll have to look at the. I'm not entirely sure, but mathematically, I think Lucknow are still in it. But yeah, I mean obviously, math is something that needs to be checked. But yeah,
I believe that Lucknow is out of the competition.
okay. So yeah,
Luck,
it's very
Lucknow is
clear.
out. Yeah.
It's a very clear sort of semi-final, so if you will,
So
to
day after
decide.
tomorrow. So day after tomorrow in Mumbai at is it at Mumbai? Yes, it is. It is at Mumbai that we'll
Yeah,
have Mumbai taking on Delhi. So it is a straight shootout for the fourth place.
yeah, yeah. And I
And the
think,
way and the way Delhi is playing, I'll not be
yeah,
surprised if Mumbai goes through because they've got all the quality in their lineup.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. That given how poor Delhi has been ever since losing to Mumbai, coincidentally, it will be fitting that Mumbai goes through. I mean, after the poor start that they had at the start of the season, they pulled things back very well. So I think they do deserve it, and Delhi don't necessarily. And I think obviously in sharp contrast to how Delhi started brilliantly and Mumbai didn't, it just you have to you can't switch off that badly, and unfortunately Delhi have.
Absolutely. The way Delhi started, I thought they'll probably go through to the playoffs much earlier than the others. And here we are in the last 10 days of the tournament, and Delhi is still not sure of their place in the playoffs. Anyways, we'll now move on to the game that's going to be played tomorrow. Another game only for academic interest between Chennai and Rajasthan. Nothing much for both sides because both are out of the tournament. But still, we have to do the job. Tanuj, much like they have to turn up, we have to turn up as well. I've done the hard part of picking a fantasy 11. Are you okay for me to read out my fantasy 11 for this particular match?
Yes, yes, always.
So here it is. I picked Yashasvi Jaiswal as my captain. I've got Vaibhav Suryavanshi, Ayush Matre,
Hmm.
Sanju Samson as the wicket keeper,
Yeah.
Shivam Dubey, Ravindra Jadeja, Deval Brevis, Vanindu Hasranga, Khalil Ahmed, Noor Ahmed,
Mm.
Tushar Deshpande, and Urvil Patel as my impact sub.
Okay.
Uh, so I've just gone with the players who are left rather than players who I wanted in the 11 because it's getting difficult to remember who's in, who's out of the tournament. So I've just
Yeah.
gone with that. What do you make of this fantasy 11 that I picked?
I think basis what is available and who are, I mean, between these two teams who have actually not worked or clicked at all, finding 11 is challenging in the first place, which is why I would have not. I mean, this is unthinkable at certain times, but Sanju Samson would not have made the 11 from my perspective. But given how poor the both of them have, yeah, I think it makes sense to have him there. But other options are pretty much spot on and accurate.
And if I were to push you and ask you to pick a winner in this contest, who would you pick? Or is it very difficult to pick?
I think they're both equally poor at the at the moment. That finding who would win is challenging, but I would think Rajasthan will win this.
Rajasthan. Okay, I also think Rajasthan will win this because I think that Rajasthan has got finally something has to come good for Rajasthan. They've had
Yeah.
a lot of bad luck this season, unfortunately for them. I hope that they finally win this contest and get through. Well, yeah, you
Actually,
want to?
most looking forward to the Ayush Matre versus Vaibhav Suryavanshi sort of matchup, if you will, of
They'll
two
probably be
youngsters.
opening for India very soon on the England under 19 India under 19 tour to England. So we'll
Yeah.
get a glimpse of what they could do together or do against each other first before they come together in England. So we made our picks for today on Beyond the Boundary, Tanuj and I. What do you sitting at home think about it? Watching us right now on TOI Sports. Remember, you can be part of this conversation. Just remember to like, share, subscribe, and if you're on YouTube, also remember to press the notification bell. And this will be an interesting tournament. The last 10-15 days of this tournament. Tanuj and I will be back tomorrow with yet another look at the match that happens tomorrow. Till then, take very good care of yourselves. It's good night, goodbye, and God bless from both Tanuj and myself.